Church. We have the grace of God above us and the wisdom of everyone in the community in the room. And we hope to bring more people with wisdom into this community. Before we get into all kinds of activities, we should thank our wonderful instrumentalists. We were warmed up, to open for the environment. It's quite an assignment. And I think you did a great job of it, etc. My name is Fred Mayo, and you'll be hearing my voice all night long, so get used to it. I'm delighted to have you here. We're going to talk about all the different booths and tables and etc. But while it's early in the evening before the crowds come, you might want to go over here where Arel is, and Jim is there, and see there's wonderful food. There's hot cider and cold cider. You can shake Arel's hand. You can shake Holly's hand. You can shake Miriam's hand. They baked for us. That's another way we take care of the environment. There's no plastics in the food, but some are gluten-free, some don't have eggs, some are whole wheat flour. It's all good kinds of stuff. And if you really like a lot of them, you could pick up a tiffin. Because if we pick up a tiffin, then you're not using more plastics. And Judith, I think, would be so proud of you. Look at, they're waving tiffins at you. It's almost like Christmas. We wave lights, we wave tiffins. It's the same kind of thing. But I also want to say that we really want to thank the three organizations who set this up. All of us know what it's like to do the grunt work, to be the volunteers, to be there early and late and clean up and rearrange the chairs yet again, wherever we're doing it, or pass out the paper, or could you run the video again, and could you do this, and could you do this, and we need to have something, and did someone have a bulletin board they were going to bring in, etc. So, I think we should thank the New Paltz Climate Action Committee, the Interfaith Earth Action, and Climate Smart Communities. Now, one of the lovely things about living in this area of the Hudson Valley is if you go between any road and any town, you don't know which town you're in unless you really lived here for years. I'm a new person in this area. I only arrived here in 1970. And it's not a joke if you live in Gardner, where I lived. I would go to town meetings and they would say, would you say your name, where you live, and etc. And I would get up to make statements, etc. And I'd say, my name is Fred Mayo. I live in Gardner. I came in 1970. I'm a newbie. And they said, yeah. And it wasn't a joke. It was real. So I didn't count because I've only been here 50 years, right? And I'm only 52. And if you believe that, I'll sell you a bridge in Brooklyn for cheap. But what I want you to do is to take the notion of welcome to winter and welcome into your heart and into your mind the notion of what can you learn today? What can you take from this evening that you can do something different? We have leaders in the community who've made a huge difference in our sense of the environment, the importance of climate, whether you want to talk about solar energy, you want to talk about wind energy, you want to talk about recycling, you want to talk about saving the river, you want to talk about transfer stations, right? Look at Manager, she's smiling, she is smiling. Talk about the queen of transfer stations and the queen of recycling. Let's give her a round of applause. Now, particularly when her mouth is full, she won't say anything. She's just feeling good and smiling. But Manager has inspired all of us because she doesn't stop. She knows that to make a difference in the climate, we have to think about every little thing we can do. So open your mind and open your heart to what's happening. Walk around and talk to the people in the various tables, and you can see what the signs are all about. We'll go over them and interview them a little bit later. But I really want to encourage you to make the most of this evening. Open your heart to the environment. Take one idea out of here that you will do tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And remember, this is the 7 days of gratitude that ends next Thursday when you eat too much food.